Alright guys, your boy Vexed again, and we are here for race 2 of round 3 of the S15 Silvia series at Trial Mountain. Without further ado, we'll have a look at the grid. So this is going off of driver rating. We got Grasshopper on pole, Alba's in second, Thomas is third, look at my PP fourth, Dyson is fifth, Mawson sixth, Joe Smiles seventh, and Cooney is an eighth. So we've lost someone. I think we've lost Kev. Yeah, we've definitely lost Kev, so we've not got Kev for this one. Ice Chan's not in this one either. I believe there's a couple of other people that normally do this one that haven't been able to make it tonight, but without further ado, we will get into it. That was the wrong button. There we go. No. We're back. There we go. Race start. Apologies for the technical difficulties. And they're off. Thomas looking like he's got a really good start though. Looked like he definitely got a jump off everyone else. Alba's actually managed to edge ahead of Grasshopper. He's managed to take the lead. Thomas followed him through. Grasshopper's on the outside there. He's going to have to slot back in behind Thomas, and he has done. Yeah, it's quite dangerous to be on the outside through them bends. Like I say, you can end up on that grass there, and you really come off badly if you do end up there. Look at my PP currently fourth. Oh, it looks like there's a few moves going on behind. Dyson looking like he's going for a move around the outside of PP. We've got Mawson in the mix there as well. Mawson looking for the move on Dyson. Jerry's not far behind as well. Jerry's just behind Mawson. He's taking a bit of a different line there, but he's sticking with him. Cooney's already dropped a little bit off the back of the train. Still well within slipstream range though, so see if any moves are being made into turn one. Turn one? That's not turn one, that's never turn one. Into this hard braking zone, into the mountainous hairpin. One of my firm favourites for drifting on. When I used to do a lot of drifting during the GT6 days. We had someone go quite deep there. I think it was Grasshopper. Grasshopper's gone quite deep, but he's not out of position. Or has he? I think he has dropped a couple of positions actually. I think he was second, wasn't he? He was behind Alba, and now he's behind, look at my PP, and Thomas. So Thomas now starting to try and chase down Alba. He's got, look at my PP to contend with as well. Rear view full of that purple S15. Oh, Wadru having a look. It's looking like he wants to have a sniff down the inside here. Not a great place to go for a move, but if you can pull it off, then you're a brave man. Looking like he has got the run on Thomas at this point. I think he may get him before turn one. Thomas is currently inside. Wadru is going to have to go around the outside if he wants to get it done, but I think he'll probably think better of it. And he did. He had to back off slightly there because he was going to end up having sideways contact with Thomas. It's nice, intelligent driving there from Wadru. High IQ driving. Grasshopper's still right with him. Looking like he's going to try and go for a move, but oh, as he does, but he's had to pop back in behind. He's at risk of losing that place to Dyson as well. Dyson's not far behind him. If he makes a mistake, he is surely going to lose fourth to Dyson. And Mawson's going to try and stay with him. Jerry's also trying to stick with him as well. We've only got 8 cars this race. Still, it'd be another exciting one though. Alba's starting to pull a little bit of a gap on the rest of the field now. I think he's going to be hoping that everyone behind him starts squabbling and trying to jostle for position so he can just make a quick getaway. I'm sure that's what he's going to be wanting. It looks like Thomas had a bit of a wide line behind him, but he's not. It's not affected him too much. Wadru there, still trying to chase Thomas down. He's still got still got Grasshopper in his rear view there. He's not having to throw any defensive shapes just yet because Grasshopper isn't close enough to go from he wouldn't go for a dive from back there. That'd just be silly. But he does seem to close up through these corners. And then Wadru seems to be on the power earlier. Obviously they're all in equal machinery, everybody is running the S15. S15 Nissan Silvia. All on balance of power, no tuning, so they've all got completely equal machinery. Does it look like Wadri definitely carried a bit more speed through there. He's closed up onto the back of Thomas again. Starting to drop Grasshopper a little bit as well. I think he's going to be challenging Thomas for second place coming through the latter duration of this lap. As he's actually putting a fastest first sector there as well. Alba currently with a fastest lap of 1:59.5. I think he may have to run now. We'll have to stay on board quickly and see if Wadri manages to sling it up the inside. I think that's where he's going to get it done. Yeah, as he moves over to the inside now. Thomas not quite got the momentum to cover it off. I think Wadri might get it done. I think it's going to be a clean pass. And he has got the better line. I don't think Thomas is going to get the switcheroo, or is he? Does look like he might have to run up the hill. But Wadri did have the inside for that turn. He's going to have the inside for this one as well. He has. He's managed to take up that place, so he's taken up second place. Thomas is still there though. Is he going to retake it back off him? I think Wadri's got the inside for this next turn. And he has. He's managed to keep it. So currently Wadri second. He's moved up to second. Got Thomas in third. Is Grasshopper going to try and go for a move down into this last little chicane? No, not quite close enough, so he's just going to try and stick with them for a minute. As we approach lap 4. Grasshopper there in that Miller liveried S15. Looks like he's the only person running a ducktail spoiler as well. I'm not sure if that's affecting or hampering his car at all. Dyson. Still can't work out who that is on the side. If anyone wants to have any guesses, you can always guess in the comments. Dyson may or may not reply. Oh, we've had we all look like we have a lot of places jostling there. Look like there's a massive battle here forming between from places 2 to places 5. And they've all caught up to the back of Alba now as well, so this definitely is where the battle is happening at the moment, although it looks like we have got a small train forming slightly behind as well. I think Jerry Smiles, Mawson and Cooney also all having a bit of a battle. We will go and have a look in a second. As it looks like we've got 2 spinners. So Alba's gone from 1st to 4th. Thomas has managed to take up the lead. He's got Wadri very close behind him though. I think Wadri was just ahead of Thomas. We've got Grasshoppers there as well. Grasshoppers moved up to 3rd. Alba's still challenging him though. He's not going to get it done around the outside there. He's going to have to slot back in behind. Bide his time. You may look for the move down here though, down into this final little bus stop. And he's sent it, he's gone for it, he's managed to get it done. So Grasshopper, he's just lost out that 3rd place to Alba. He's had to drop down to 4th, and he's also got Dyson there as well. He's going to have to start driving a bit defensively against Dyson. I don't think Dyson's going to try and chuck it around the outside here, or is he? And he hasn't. He has actually, I think he backed off the throttle slightly just so he could carry on behind Grasshopper, not wanting that sideways contact. Come back to these in a minute. So Cooney is he's ended up in 6th place, but he's got a whole second's worth of penalty and a massive spin just to insult to injury. Well, that was almost definitely. And it looks like Jerry and Mawson are actually going to get past him because he's on the back foot now, and he's going to have to serve that penalty as well. So there's no point really in him defending. Although it did look like he went a bit defensive there against Mawson. To be honest, I wouldn't really still be trying to battle for positions at the moment. You're going to have to serve that second penalty. You might as well just grin and bear it and stay with their slipstream for the meantime. Because you would most definitely lose the place anyway, so... And look at my PP, look at my PP. He's managed to steal first place off of Thomas. He's going to be trying to extend that lead and make it 2 out of 3. We had Thomas dive to the inside there. It looks like Thomas is going into the pits. Is Thomas changing his tyres? I'm not entirely sure. So we've got Wadru. Wadru still currently in first place, followed by Alba in second. He's got Grasshopper right on his bumper in third. Dyson's there in fourth. Thomas hasn't... Oh, he hasn't actually reached the pit yet. I was going to say he's not changed his tyres or nothing, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but... Look at my PP with a current fastest lap of 158.7. Jerry Schmal's 5th, Mawson is 6th, Cooney is 7th. And I don't think Thomas is coming back out of pits. I think he may have retired that car. There must have been a... Oh no, is he rejoining? It looks like he is rejoining. So he's rejoining 7th as Thomas. After being sat down in 2nd or 1st. Well, he was jostling for 1st and 2nd for most of the race with Wadru and Alba. Cooney is an 8th. So we've currently got Wadru. Look at my PP, is in 1st place. He's managed to gap the rest of the field now. He's trying to make it 2 out of 3. Alba's got Grasshopper starting to challenge him now. Grasshopper's coming down the inside. He's going to manage to get it done. I think he's going to get that pass done. Alba's still there. Oh, I think Grasshopper hit the wall. I think Grasshopper clipped the wall. Let's put him, let's take some of his momentum away. I don't think there was contact between the two cars. Grasshopper's now got Dyson to contend with as well, and Dyson's got a 0.5 second penalty, so even if he does get past him, Grasshopper will get back past him when he serves that penalty, so you probably do well to just stick in the slipstream for a minute. He's not at any risk of being challenged by Jerry just yet. There we go, Dyson serving his penalty. Grasshopper's going to get away, and who's that up ahead? I think it was Alba was running really slowly. I think maybe he had to serve a penalty as well, so he's quite cleverly started covering the inside early. Although Grasshopper wasn't close enough to go for the move anyway, so... Yes, what a strange race this one's turned out to be. Oh, Jerry's just been passed by Thomas and Mawson. Thomas and Mawson managed to get past him. Little battle forming here between Mawson and Thomas. Mawson's let Thomas through. It looked like he backed off the throttle, dabbed the brakes slightly to let Thomas through. He's just slotted in behind him. He has got Jerry still with him. These three managing to gap Cooney now though. Cooney's way off the back of him. Surely that's going to be another 8th place for Cooney if he doesn't get his head down and put his foot down. Jerry looking really strong again. He was closing right up to the back of Mawson there though, but is he going to have to run down into this hard braking zone after this long back straight? He has got the run. Oh, a little bit of a bump draft there. So it looks like they're actually trying to get away from Cooney. I think that's what this has turned into. It's turned into Operation Get Away from Brian. Let's try and leave him. Nice little Battle here forming between Mawson and Jerry. Jerry not looking for the pass, though, it doesn't seem. It looks like he's actually trying to egg Mawson on and try and help him catch up to the rest of the pack. It's nice to see. So yeah, Cooney way off the back of them all now. Like I say, not really sure what happened there, but he did have a big moment himself, so perhaps he's just feeling a bit unsettled with the car. Wadru. Oh, Wadru actually not gapping the rest of the field as much as I thought he would have done by now. You can still see Alba and Grasshopper aren't too far off the back of him. I think they have got Dyson there as well. Dyson's not too far behind either. As we just slowly approach the 16-minute mark, so we're going to have another 4 minutes left of this race. What was it, 11 laps in the first race? So I think that'll probably be the running of orders here. Or the order of runnings. Potato, potato. So yeah, look at my PP is currently in first position. We've got Alba still in second. Grasshopper's not far behind him in third. Car number 12. Dyson. Car number 46, I believe, in fourth. Thomas. Thomas is in fifth after pitting, so not doing too badly there himself. Thomas, he had a really good start, and for whatever reason he decided to go into the pits, and I think maybe he's taken on a fresh set of rubber. I thought he'd retired the car, but he's decided to come back out, and he's managed to make his way back up to fifth, so good on you, Thomas. Jerry's currently in sixth. He's got the pass done on Mawson now, so he was sat behind him. Maybe Mawson's let him through. I think Mawson's not feeling as comfortable as he did in the first race. Go on board with Mawson in a minute, just see if maybe perhaps he's suffering from tyre wear slightly more than everyone else, as he has a lot of understeer through that last turn, through the tunnel. Coming down to here, let's have a look. Yeah, it didn't look like he was too bad through there. Although them front tyres are starting to look a little bit worse for wear, even though they're the medium compound. You'd think the softs would be wearing a lot worse. A little bit of understeer through there, it looked like. Sort of drifted out wide towards the exit. Absolutely revving the nuts out of that S15. I think it's the SR20 det. I could be wrong. There's probably going to be some JDM fanboys calling me out for that, but I'm sure it is the SR20 det. So it was the RB25 in the Skyline GTR, RB26 as well, and then you had, I'm sure it was the SR20s in the Silvias. Was it the QR or the VR in the 350s and the GTR? So yeah, Cooney looking like he's not having the best of races. Not really suffering too badly with the tyre wear, so not sure what's gone on. Look at my PP. He's managed to get the rest of the field again, as he did in the first race. I think this is going to be 2 out of 3. He's on the racing soft, so he's managed to make that compound work for him. Doesn't look like he's getting too much adverse understeer or anything at this point. Not like Mawson on the medium, so... But then Wadri being one of our aliens, you could probably put toffee tyres on his car, and I think that may have cut out there. As I say, you could probably put toffee tyres on his car and he'd still bring it home in first place. Very fast driver is, look at my PP. Oh, they're all very fast drivers, to be fair. Our top 5, well, no. All of these guys, all the guys in this lobby are all extremely fast. They have good days and bad days. So this is a final lap. Wadri's going to take first. Alba finishing second. Grasshopper's third. Dyson's finishing in fourth. Thomas is going to bring it home in fifth. Coming up to the bus stop for the final time. Not technically a bus stop, but we'll roll with it. So there you go, Thomas is finished in 5th place. Jerry Smiles and Mawson. Mawson ain't quite close enough yet to go for the move. Jerry's having a bit of a victory weave. Oh, Jerry 6th, Mawson 7th, and Cooney, after serving that penalty, is going to bring it home in 8th place. Well, that was your race 2, ladies and gents. What an interesting race that was, and I hope you'll see me for the 3rd one. I've been your boy Vexed. Good night.